Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Wednesday, March the 19th of 2025. I'm Stasia Blake. In the headlines tonight, government minister willing to sacrifice U.S. visa in support of Cuba. Another unauthorized beachfront structure dismantled amid development plans. And business representative in the Senate, Salim Rahman, calls for review of heavy interest-based system. In regional news, national consultations begin in Trinidad and Tobago on CSME implementation arrangements and procedures. While internationally, Fulani herders targeted. Ethnic tensions rise amid escalating violence in Burkina Faso. Sports. Mikel Joseph slams another mouth-watering century in the Dennis Cornwall St. Patrick's Cricket Council T20 International Tournament. We'll have all the details for you right after this message.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening. This is GBN's News at 7. Another government minister has stepped forward with a strong stance in support of the relationship between Grenada and Cuba. Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall, who studied in Cuba, says he's willing to lose his U.S. visa over what the U.S. has classified as Cuban labor export programs. Another report from Sherry Ann Blackman-Stephen.
Leaders in the Caribbean are showing a united front against the U.S. government policy, demanding regional leaders distance themselves from the Cuban medical missions or face the loss of their U.S. visas. Finance Minister Dennis Cornwall is the second government minister in Grenada to step forward to say, take the visa if that's what it costs to remain standing with the Cuban people. The U.S. administration announced on the State Department website this expanded policy applies to current or former Cuban government officials and other individuals, including foreign government officials, who are believed to be responsible for or involved in the Cuban labor export program, particularly Cuba's overseas medical missions. This policy does not sit well with Minister Cornwall.
My government has already cited that we are prepared to go to the extreme to make sure that we keep our people safe. So if it means that we have to give up our visa rights to the U.S. to make sure that Grenada stands behind Cuba as one of the countries that supported Grenada in thick and thin. I personally was one of the persons who graduated from Cuba University back in the days and so on. I got a scholarship to Cuba. And as such, I have a moral obligation to support the Cubans in every way. So if it means that the government of the U.S. decided to take away our visas because we support the Cuban initiative, I would say so be it. Yeah.
The finance minister explained the importance of this initiative to Grenada Wednesday morning on the To The Point program.
Cuban doctors and nurses who have visited our shows over the years and perform a valuable service for our people. We complain every day that the service in the hospital is bad, but we have Grenadians who are graduated from St. George Universities, Grenadians, and they are not here to basically support the health system. So if we can depend on the Cuban graduates to basically help the system until we can fix it to a point, I would say so be it. And I'd fully support the Cubans at any time, anywhere, because I think they are doing a very useful and human service to the government of Grenada and the people of Grenada.
In his recent contribution to the 2025 budget debate, Foreign Affairs Minister Joseph Andal shared similar sentiment. He said Grenada has a legal, moral, and ethical obligation to stand by the people of Cuba.
Cuba continues to be a trustworthy friend and partner, not only of Grenada, not only of the Caribbean, but of peoples the world over. When the COVID pandemic broke out, Cuban doctors went as far as Italy to provide services. I didn't hear anybody talk about human trafficking or nothing like that. Were it not for the selfless support of Cuba, many of us would not have had the opportunities for further education that we got.
Andal, also a graduate from Cuba, said the island's healthcare system could collapse if the Cuban medical personnel are removed. Ministers Cornwall and Andal join other government ministers and prime ministers in the Caribbean denouncing the policy by the Donald Trump administration. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Another unauthorized beachfront structure has been dismantled amid development plans. Sherry Ann Blackman-Stephen will tell us more.
An unauthorized beachfront structure was dismantled today after authorities say the occupant, Imran Smart, repeatedly ignored eviction notices served over the past 2 years on the site marked for further development in Lasaja St. David. George Skerritt, Director of Lands and Surveys, told GBN Smart had been operating a shop and bar on the property without the necessary approvals. Skerritt dismissed Smart's claims that he had been operating his business on the Lasajas beachfront for the last 15 years and confirmed that he had been served several notices to remove the structure over the past 2 years. He noted, however, that no action was taken, prompting today's removal of the wooden structure.
The last notice would have been issued last week, I think on the 12th, giving him 72 hours to remove the structure and his belongings from the site. The site is required, for further development, and as he is posing an obstruction to that development.
Officials from Physical Development Authority, the PDA, and the Lands and Surveys Division Anti-Squatting Unit were on site today, supervising the dismantling of the structure in collaboration with a team from the Range Developments, the company behind the construction of the 5-star Intercontinental Grenada Resort, set to open its doors to visitors this year. Smart's shop is the second unauthorized structure dismantled in recent times, as officials urge compliance with land use regulations. Approximately 1 month ago, authorities demolished a 2-structure concrete structure on the Grandins beachfront belonging to Keith Frank, a vendor who told reporters that he has been doing business on Grandins Beach for over 20 years. Authorities are reminding persons wishing to set up structures on state lands to first obtain written permission from the Ministry of Agriculture, which manages Crown lands.
You're considered a squatter if you do not have a written permission from the Minister of Agriculture. And where you have been served notice to quit, you need to adhere to the notice and act as stipulated. In the event that you have you go back and re-erect a structure, then, it's a matter that would move to the court, and you can be both fined and confined for that type of behavior.
Smart Story serves as a reminder of the importance of complying with legal procedures when operating on government-owned lands. Authorities continue to urge individuals to seek proper authorization to avoid similar setbacks and ensure the smooth progress of development projects across the island. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
Business representative in the Upper House, Senator Salim Rahman, has renewed his call for the government to review the heavy interest-based system used by the Inland Revenue Department, IRD, to calculate tax arrears. Speaking during Tuesday's debate on the 2025 budget, Rahman argued that while penalties should remain in place to encourage compliance, the current system of compounding interest per month only pushes taxpayers further into debt.
We would like government to review the heavy interest-based system used by IRD to amplify the amount a taxpayer owes in very short order. Keep or even enhance your penalties to encourage compliance, but get rid of the heavy compounding per month, because that only encourages defaults down the road and tax amnesties every 10 years or so.
Rahman cited a recent conversation with a taxpayer who has struggled to keep up with mounting interest charges.
Revenue has also stepped up the game. You can file your personal income tax online. You can file your PAYE online. You can file your VAT submissions online, making reporting easier for taxpayers and business people, Madam President. The 4.3% increase is reflective of those efficiency gains and proves two things. One, that we do not need any new taxes. We just need a better collection on the existing ones. And two, most citizens will actually pay their taxes, providing that they know it is due and they could see where their money is going.
The senator is urging the government to reassess the structure of penalties and interest rates to create a more manageable and sustainable tax system for businesses and individuals. The Grenada Tourism Authority, GTA, has launched a new syrup and cocktail aiming to showcase Grenada's rich spice heritage. Details in this report.
The Grenada Tourism Authority, GTA, has officially launched a syrup and cocktail developed in partnership with the Grenada Cooperative Nutmeg Association and celebrated mixologist Joji Watanabe, the founder of Roxy NYC. The syrup currently has a placeholder label with the tagline, "Taste the Spice Isle," and is set to become a signature ingredient in a specially crafted cocktail that will represent the island's vibrant culture. While the cocktail's official name has not yet been revealed, Petra Roach, CEO of the Grenada Tourism Authority, shared that the naming of the drink will be left to the people of Grenada.
An idea that embodies the spirit, and that's double entendre, spirit of Grenada. And in creating a Grenada-inspired cocktail, we knew that we wanted to do more than just mix ingredients. We wanted to craft an experience. And along came a wonderful mixologist from the USA, Mr. Joji Watanabe, who came to do some training with our local mixologist here in Grenada and absolutely fell in love not only with the country but the people and also our wonderful rum. So Joji decided that he was going to create this magical cocktail, which we have to date not named, and that is with purpose, because we really want to be able to get everyone in Grenada behind this so that they can come up with a name and that they themselves are the best ambassadors for us for the project.
The launch event took place at the Mount Cinnamon Hotel, where local officials gathered to celebrate the new product. Randall Dolan, chairman of the GTA, emphasized the significance of this creation as another avenue to promote Grenada's cultural heritage.
And again, using our local products from our soil, we have this. The Grenada Classic is what we sort of terming it right now. And this is made up of two concepts. The syrup, which means that you don't have to spend much time laboring, making the core of the ingredients. It's now bottled. You can just simply pour. And then you add some of our classic ingredients, the rum ingredients to that. One, well, we need to name the concept, and the syrup itself, and then, of course, the drink. And we want full national involvement. We want to move past the rum punches and everything else, because these drinks should be at a table at a fine dining restaurant and also on the beach. You have a Grenada Classic, as we've termed it now, as a sort of the placeholder name for it.
Georgie Watanabe, who has gained international acclaim for his expertise in mixology, expressed his excitement for the future of both the Grenada syrup and the cocktail crafted from it.
I'm very honored to have contributed to your country in this way, even like small way. And I'm very excited to this syrup and this cocktail to be known the worldwide or like world standard in 5-10 years. And then I'm looking forward to the future. And then I'm very happy for you guys and happy for me, myself too. And then thanks so much.
The Grenada syrup is already being distributed to various bars and kitchens across several hotels on the island, where it is expected to become a key ingredient in the local hospitality scene. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
This is news at 7. Coming up, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell claims there's insufficient supply of asphalt for road repair. TCI's director says they have enough. Stay with us for the details.
Take charge of your financial journey by switching to an Own Your Own loan at Arise Credit Union. Arise's Own Your Own loan is as unique as you are, because we know one size fits all does not fit you. With Own Your Own loan, you get unmatched benefits including lower interest rates, flexible repayment options, discounted loan and legal fees, and savings from hardware suppliers. Tailor-made options that put you in control. Switch now and step into the life you were always meant to live with Arise's Own Your Own loan. Arise Credit Union. Your financial freedom, your future. Call us today at 440-1759 or visit our website at arisescu.com.
GRENLEC Community Partnership Initiative.
Reachwithin would like to give a huge thank you to GRENLEC for funding our Positive Energy Program. Our Positive Energy Program, also known as PEP, is a community-wide initiative aimed at supporting the well-being of young people. Our Positive Energy Program will be a series of fun stress reduction activities aimed to teach children tools and skills to understand their emotions and communicate better.
GRENLEC, energizing our community.
Paying is faster and easier with Glow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Mobility, a
common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Hi, I want $10 on Playway, $20 backup on Pick 3, and cash for each, please.
Okay, are you adding multi-X to your bet?
Yes, multi-X, all of them.
Smart! Best value bet. Backup and multi-X, you cannot go wrong.
Don't matter the bet, multi-X all of the daily games.
With multi-X added, your winnings can be multiplied 3 times, 5 times, even 7 times. So make it a rule. Add multi-X to all your Playway, daily Pick 3, and daily cash for bets every day and for every drop, and watch your money grow. Available at stores and online.
You heard it here. Multiply your winnings daily. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Tracksuit, water bottle, sneakers. It's time. Let's get ready to join us on the road this year for Quad Bank's annual Pump It Up Family Fun Walk. Tell your family and friends, and let's get moving towards a healthier lifestyle. Carry a coup. Come out in your numbers on Sunday, April 6th from 4 p.m. as we pump it up from Alexis Food Store's car park to the Hillsborough Tennis Court. On Sunday, May 4th, the action is on the mainland. We're hitting the road at 4 p.m. from Monrouge Playing Field to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Registration ends on May 2nd or while stocks last. So get your packages today. Individual packages cost $20. For groups of 3 or more, packages cost $15 each. Proceeds go towards the Princess Royal Hospital in Carriacou. Visit our website for more details. See you on the road for
Welcome home.
Agritech Limited Grenada is your one-stop shop for all your farming needs. We provide seeds and seedlings, pesticides, fertilizers, irrigation and water management systems, veterinary products, and a wide range of agricultural products and implements. Our staff is knowledgeable and ready to serve you. Call us on 435-9677 or 440-4460 or visit us in Happy Hill, St. George. We are open Monday to Saturday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sundays, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Agritech Limited Grenada. Come grow with us.
In a world driven by digital innovation, our future is defined by connectivity and communication, shaping how we learn, work, and interact. But what safeguards our digital rights? The Electronic Communications or EC Bill will. The EC Bill ensures rights such as improved quality of service, data privacy and security, support for universal service and access, and complaint resolution are protected, with a tribunal to resolve disputes. This is consumer protection. The EC Bill also ensures a competitive environment for electronic communications companies to enter the market. There are many other benefits of the EC Bill. Ectel is paving the way for a fair, secure, and inclusive digital society for our contracting states.
Ectel and the NTRCs, digitally transforming our space together.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back. A monopoly on asphalt supply is contributing to the delays in the repair and maintenance of some of the nation's roads. That's according to Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell, who claimed there's an insufficient supply of asphalt for road repair.
But I want to point out something. The contractor has a monopoly on the quarry, and therefore a monopoly on asphalt supply. And that is the same contractor that we have to rely on to provide asphalt to the Ministry of Infrastructure to fix all of the potholes we have around the country. We simply do not have asphalt. We can do little coal mix in pearls, but that is not adequate for the main roads in particular. So, Mr. Speaker, what we are facing here, as alluded to by my friend, is significant capacity issues. Having said that, we intend to find innovative ways to address this issue.
He accused the contractor, Consolidated Contractors Company Caribbean Inc., or CCCI, of not importing enough bitumen, a necessary component of asphalt, to fix the roads.
Road construction is not, it's not cutting checks to farmers. It is complex, difficult, dirty work. You need to import the bitumen. The contractor is not importing bitumen in quantities that allows us to have any sustained asphalt. It may have cash flow problems, I don't know. We don't have control over this. We have talked to the ministry about how we now import bitumen ourselves to see how we can help the contractor to be able to address this issue. And that's just two little roads, you know.
Larry Vanden Heuvel, CCI's director, said they have enough supplies for the tasks at hand and have even invested in new equipment to assist with productivity.
But if you look, all these tanks are bitumen. We buy the bitumen it comes solid form, and then we get it imported. We take it to our plant, we heat it up, and then from the heating process, it gets mixed with stone to make asphalt. Some of these tanks are full, so it's full of bitumen. Some of the tanks are empty, which we return back. Yes, definitely. Here's the material, it's full, it's on hand to complete the project. And we've got lots of stone. We've invested in some new plant in the quarry, a new plant in crushing to become more sophisticated, because this was a very old quarry, and we've invested quite a lot of money in buying new plant, which I can show you, brand new plant to crush more effectively.
Farming and Fishing Representative in the Senate, Senator Roderick St. Clair, wants the government to pay more attention to data relating to the agriculture and fishing sectors. St. Clair explained that as it stands now, there's a heavy reliance on estimated figures when referring to these two sectors in official government documents. Speaking about the midterm fiscal report, which was tabled in the Upper House or Senate on Tuesday, St. Clair said while the data on cocoa and nutmeg is easier to obtain, other crops are not documented in a way that will reflect the reality in the farming community.
I think that as a nation and as a government need to look at this matter. It's not a new matter, but the whole issue of having proper data set, particularly for the crop component and the livestock component. The cocoa nutmeg, it's a little bit easier because there are associations capturing those data. So you are dealing with a lot of estimation and so on, and I think we need to move beyond that, particularly if we want to speak about our food security and securing our whole basket.
He further stated that collecting the data will indicate the status of food production as part of the island's food security initiatives. The report said that notwithstanding the ongoing challenges with obtaining agricultural data for some crops like vegetables and root crops, the available information reveals a predominantly unfavorable performance of the agriculture sector during the first 9 months of 2024. According to the report, banana production and MNIB's purchases of other crops declined by 18.1% and 4.8% respectively during the review period. Nutmeg, maize, and cocoa production also declined by 31.0%, 40.3%, and 32.2% respectively. A heartfelt appeal tonight from Mental Health Minister Delma Thomas as she urges young people to speak up and seek help if they're struggling with their mental well-being. Quote, "Your feelings are valid and help is available. Please reach out to a trusted friend, teacher, counselor, or mental health professional. You are not alone." Close quotes. The minister pleaded, emphasizing the importance of open conversations and accessible support. Her message follows the tragic passing of a 15-year-old student who was found hanging at her home in Darbo, St. George on Monday, an incident now under police investigation. The tragic incident has sparked renewed discussions on mental health awareness and suicide prevention, with calls for nationwide efforts to ensure Grenada's youth have the help and resources they need. Minister Thomas has reaffirmed the government's commitment to prioritizing mental health initiatives, expanding support services, and working with schools, families, and communities to ensure that no child feels hopeless or unheard. She further urged the nation to come together in love, compassion, and action to support each other through this very difficult time. Lever Beach will be closed as of April 1st to protect turtle nesting. More news to come. Stay with us.
A whole new level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
He hit me. Will CG United cover this?
Don't worry. Remember when I was in that competitive arm wrestling circuit? 3-time champion, baby. I did feel bad crushing all those arms and dreams. So I took them all out for ice cream. And then we got crushed. Anyway, CG United handled my claims fast.
That explains the arm.
The best cover for the best value. CG United. Good like that.
How do you choose your toilet paper? Just because it's soft and light. That's how I choose my toilet paper. Made right here in the Isle of Spice. Cherish Springs off Harbor Bay. Super value every day. The price is right and locally they're made. Support local when you purchase Cherish and other quality brands from Grenada Paper Products.
And everybody, fully 1 week. Nah, telling you. You them boss, Dragon. Hello. You see that? About 10, let them make a hard day, man. Me a 38, man. But you man 92. Yeah. You need the number 1 run, man. What is that easy? No, what? Nice. Yeah. Number 1. Ah, yeah, me too, man.
Whether sipped neat, mixed into a classic cocktail, or savored on the rocks, our rum delivers a taste that captivates and satisfies. Choose greatness. Choose Classcoat, the number 1 rum. Produced by the Grenada Distillers Limited.
ACB, speed, start, manage, expand. Don't call me small. I'm dreaming big. I'm gonna Taking on all my competition, got the whole bank's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation.
Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more. Start, manage, expand your business today.
It happens to all of us. Low on cash and in need of money right away. Play Instacash Monday to Sunday and there are no draws.
So what you saying? No numbers to choose from?
Nope.
And no draw sessions to wait on?
Nope.
And we can play it anytime and any day?
Yep. Including Sundays. Instacash. Ask for it by name and choose from a wide variety of games as low as $2 and win instantly. It is fast, it is easy to play, and you win cash right away. Must be 18 years or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Supposed to finish cooking like this? I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future. It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank, you know. What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart. Be prepared. Invest in a proper water storage tank today.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Paying is faster and easier with Flow FastPay. Use your MasterCard or Visa and pay from anywhere. Log on to discoverflow.co/fastpay and press Consumer. Select your country and enter your account number. Enter the amount to be paid and an email address. Enter your credit card information. You'll receive a payment confirmation with the transaction details, along with a receipt to your email address. It's fast, safe, and easy. Flow, keeping you connected.
Lever Beach will be a closed area under the Fisheries Act as of April the 1st, the same day that the annual restriction of fishing for sea eggs, turtles, and lobsters will go into effect. A closed area is a place or area not generally accessible to the public in the schedule of the fisheries legislation. Lever Beach is well known for turtle nesting from April to August and was declared a closed area during that period since 2011. Any person violating the declaration of a closed area under the Fisheries Act can face a fine of EC $5,000 or 24 months imprisonment, or a mix of both fine and imprisonment. The 2025 notice to remind the public about the seasonal closure of the Lever Beach was published in the March 14th edition of the Government Gazette, signed by the Permanent Secretary to the Minister responsible for fisheries. The notice says the regulation will be in effect as of April the 1st. Stay with us. We'll have sports and international news right after this quick break.
When you need your prescription filled or you require non-prescribed medication, supplements, or all your personal needs, visit Gittins Healthcare at locations on Wall Street, Grand Anse, Victoria Street, Bengal, and Central Deputy Street, Wall. Gittins Gittins Healthcare aims to provide an exceptional personalized pharmacy experience. Additionally, children under 5 and adults 55 years and over will enjoy 10% discount on purchases of $20 and over on prescription medication. Stop settling for less. Visit Gittins Healthcare, where your health is our priority.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
Good evening, sports fans. The government has committed more than $300,000 towards the successful hosting of Intercall 2025. The announcement was made earlier today during the launch of the event at the Trade Center.
I want to say that government, through the National Lottery Authority, is committing $300,000 for the games, and that will be broken down. I want to say that we, apart from the other things that will be paid, we will be paying the winning schools. So the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. So it's 10,000, 8,000, 6,000, 4,000, and 2,000 for the fifth position. So that's one commitment on government's part. But I also like to announce that we have also secured, so apart from this 300,000 that includes the one set, we have also secured $30,000 from a private investor who will pay the schools. So for example, in one section, so let's say for example, through us we pay the male division, then that other entity will pay the female division. But I also want to say that we are giving the schools to go back to the athletes, and we are doing all the other things. But we will have a special to unveil on the opening ceremony itself, where we will be acknowledging the championships, the individual championships. So I'm not giving you any details here because we have not finalized the details, but the details will be announced at the opening ceremony on the first day of Intercall.
This year's event will be held under the theme Ensuring Athletes Care. According to the Sports Minister, Delma Thomas, the administration's commitment shall and will be seen at all levels.
We recognize as a government that sports is not just about competition. They are a powerful vehicle for personal and national development. Through Intercall, we see future Olympians, world champions, and outstanding citizens who embody the values of hard work, determination, and excellence. That is why our administration is dedicated to strengthening sports infrastructure, investing not only in the secondary school games, because we are here launching Intercall, which is a secondary school game. But we, as a government, we are looking in 2025 and beyond at the primary level, where we will be investing in all the different fields, so athletics, cricket, and football, but even at the level of the grassroots.
The championships run from April the 8th to the 10th. Dr. Diane Abel-Jeffrey is the chair of the planning committee.
So as we embark on this journey towards an unforgettable edition of the CAPS Intercol Championship 2025, which will be held in collaboration with the government of Grenada. I encourage all participating schools, athletes, coaches, and supporters to embrace the spirit of competition with passion and sportsmanship. Let us celebrate the hard work, dedication, and dreams of our young athletes, knowing that they are the future of Grenadian sports.
Meanwhile, organizers, like in other years, have made security a critical component of the three-day meet.
To ensure security at the Games, the RGPF will focus on some of these areas, will ensure public safety throughout the Games. Officers will be placed in different areas, the pavilions, the bleachers, to address issues of the breach of law and misbehaviors. To maintain free access to and from the championship, to facilitate the free flow of traffic, we will implement strategic road closures as well as designated parking and no parking areas for the traffic. To maintain law and order outside and inside of the stadium. We know that common offenses include disorderly behavior, illegal drugs, offensive weapons, and such. We will have a zero tolerance policy for offensive weapons and illegal drugs.
That's what's been happening in the world of sports. And now for a look at what's been happening in the region and the wider globe today. A national consultation is underway in Trinidad and Tobago on implementing the CARICOM Single Market Economy, or CSME. The process started on Tuesday and will run through Friday, both in Trinidad and in Tobago. This week's consultation comes as work continues toward a more prosperous, integrated, resilient, and competitive region.
Minister of Foreign and CARICOM Affairs, Dr. Emery Brown, said the national consultation on the CARICOM single market and the economy's implementation, arrangements and procedures is a giant step toward realizing the vision of a united CARICOM.
This generation and generations to come will be much stronger, much more powerful, because our collective strengths will be harnessed effectively. So that's why we're here. These are national consultations. The talk is always, people are not included enough. This, we've brought the experts from the CARICOM Secretariat, and we're connecting with stakeholders from right across Trinidad and Tobago, including the THA.
Minister of Trade and Industry, Paula Gopi-Skoon, said her ministry has been working hard to help achieve the regional goal.
By removing barriers to the free movement of goods, services, capital, and labor, the CSME enables us to act cohesively, advancing economic development for the people of the region. Trinidad and Tobago fully supports the region's goal for the CSME to build an economic space where businesses thrive, citizens can move freely, and for our economies to grow and approach global challenges with a united front.
The national consultation process started on Tuesday and will run through Friday, both in Trinidad and in Tobago. Terry Ann Brown-Campbell, TTT News.
In Burkina Faso's Solenzo region, videos show the bodies of women, children, and elderly Fulani herders, hands tied, lying in blood. Earlier footage reveals government-backed militias rounding up and torturing displaced Fulani, accusing them of supporting armed groups like Al-Qaeda. Human Rights Watch identified 58 victims, calling it a reprisal attack. The government denies involvement, blaming armed groups for staging the massacre. Al-Qaeda has since offered protection and revenge for the displaced. The graphic videos are fueling ethnic tensions, further deepening the conflict. Civilians remain trapped in a spiraling humanitarian crisis in the meanwhile. This report from Al Jazeera.
In Burkina Faso's western region of Solenzo, video has emerged of the bodies of women, children, and the elderly, their hands tied behind their back, lying in pools of blood. All appear to be displaced ethnic Fulani herders. "Stop filming," shouts a man in military fatigues. Earlier, the displaced Fulanis were filmed alive. This video shows them being dragged out of their makeshift tents by what are said to be government-backed militias meant to protect them. Children as young as 5 are seen shaking in fear as they witness the torture of their parents. A man off camera shouts, "It's the works of your parents that brought you here. This is your end." The militia is accused of targeting ethnic Fulani, accusing them of backing Al-Qaeda and ISIL armed groups. Another man says, "You, the Fulani people, do you think you can take over Burkina Faso? You will never. What is left for you to do here is to simply disappear." Human Rights Watch counted 58 people who appear to be dead or dying in the videos.
This apparent massacre seems to be a reprisal attack against the Fulani community. And they really go beyond hate speech, and again, like really seem to confirm that this community is targeted as a whole.
The government denies any wrongdoing, instead accusing armed groups of using civilians as human shields and filming the massacre in order to stoke ethnic divisions.
The displaced were taken out of Solenzo to receive care. It's important to note that they were found in extremely difficult conditions. Most of them were suffering from malnutrition and severe health issues, so immediate instructions were given to the security services, health services, and humanitarian agencies to provide them with urgent assistance.
In a video posted online, Al-Qaeda fighters say they will be the ones protecting the displaced, offering food and shelter, and preparing them for revenge. Videos of massacres are fueling anger and a conflict that appears to be spiraling out of control. Nicholas Hawk, Al Jazeera.
A Colombian Senate committee has rejected labor reforms backed by President Gustavo Petro, which had formed key planks in his election campaign. They were aimed at improving workers' conditions and protections, but business leaders balked at the costs they said would come with the changes.
A make-or-break moment for Colombia's embattled President Gustavo Petro. Tens of thousands of supporters of the country's first leftist leader took to the streets of the capital Bogotá and other cities across the country. They waved flags and chanted slogans in support of the administration's signature labor and health reforms that have been bogged down in a hostile Congress.
The decisions Congress is making do not reflect the people's will. With these actions, we want to make clear that most people support the government's reforms and believe they should be approved.
With little more than a year left in office, Petro is trying to salvage his legacy after failing to bring about the change he promised in a country that remains among the most unequal in Latin America. His labor reform, which among other measures would have given workers extra pay for working overnight, Sundays and public holidays, was rejected on Tuesday in a Senate commission, blocking it from reaching a vote on the Senate's floor. As he joined the march, the president reiterated calls for a national referendum on the reforms, telling protesters that a corrupt oligarchy has betrayed the Colombian people for greed and money.
When betrayal happens, it's up to the people to decide, and that moment has arrived. That's why the proposal for a popular consultation is essential. We are bringing the 1991 Constitution to life. And of course, the oligarchs, the owners of the money, those who kill and murder, are shouting against it.
But organizing a referendum requires Senate approval and the participation of 1/3 of registered voters, almost 13 million people, which most analysts believe would be hard to achieve. Yet some of Petro's closest allies say they will not give up.
Obviously, this is just the beginning. As Petro says, the campaign for the yes vote is starting. But from the photos and videos across Colombia, we've seen that millions of people took to the streets, showing that the president's consultation has strong public support.
In the end, these rallies show that President Petro, despite many setbacks, can still mobilize large crowds behind his vision. But the real test is if this support will be enough to push forward his reforms through a deeply divided political landscape. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera, Bogotá.
And that's what's been happening around the region and the wider globe today. Now for a recap of the night's top headlines. Government minister willing to sacrifice U.S. visa in support of Cuba. Another unauthorized beachfront structure dismantled amid development plans. Business representative in the Senate, Salim Rahman, calls for review of heavy interest-based system. And in regional news, national consultations begin in Trinidad and Tobago on CSME implementation arrangements and procedures. Internationally, Fulani herders targeted. Ethnic tensions rise amid escalating violence in Burkina Faso. And in sports, government to inject more than $300,000 into the 2025 Intercall 2025. If you missed any part of this newscast, there'll be a repeat broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake, and that's the news. Thank you so much for choosing GBN. We'll see you again tomorrow night.